What's up, y'all? Today we're talking about something I don't really talk about much, but I feel like it's good advice for some people here. This is how I changed my life. So, currently, right now, I am 21. I work for the Air Force. I support my family by myself. My wife just finished school, and I have three beloved cats, and we're trying for a child. And I never pictured myself being in this position today. And I'm not gonna go through an entire little sum through my life, but quick summary. So originally, I come from a line of immigrants, and I grew up I was born in Riverside, moved to Texas when I was around 5, and then went back to California. And I grew up in the south side of Los Angeles for the duration of my life up until I joined the military when I was 18. So let's get into it. Uh, I would say me along with a lot of other people, when we take in these negative experiences through our life and we kind of give ourselves the excuse of, oh, I got nothing better to do, or he's doing it, so it don't matter, I can do it too, or the old thing of, you don't know what I've been through, so don't talk to me about anything. Well, in my full opinion, that's the wrong way of thinking. Doing that for so long, using your past trauma to excuse negative behaviors, that is something that will take you or many people I've seen through a long, dark path of just constant negativity. Don't like from go severely up here to just little bad things down here. And that mentality will never take you anywhere. The only time where I saw a change in my life was when I decided not to use any bad experiences I had in my life to excuse my current behavior. And it's something I still try to practice today. And I'm very young, I'm still a kid. I am still urging myself to improve more, and regardless of how good I have it. Because good is it's a perspective that differentiates to who the person is. I've always believed in the fact that no matter how good you have it, there can always be someone happier or someone that's a lot more in you that you're happier than. It's not a competition. All it is you trying to find the best thing that works out for you in your life. So I was making a lot of mistakes and a lot of things that I'd rather not say, but a lot of things that you can imagine that urban young Mexican male would do at a young age, surrounded by all these negative influences. Nothing changed. I didn't care where I was going. I thought I was just going to end up where a lot of bad people end up. But it came to a change once I was 18, and my grandmother urged me to make a decision because it wasn't making her happy. And I decided to make that change. So I was already in the process of joining, but I was discouraged because I cut my hand in a couple places, so I have very little movement there. And you can see some of the scars there, but I ain't gonna go, it's kind of nasty. But I was discouraged, but I gave up. I was gonna go back to either working a low-end job or finding financial security through other means. And you're never gonna find financial security through that way. Some people do, but it's not the best way to do it. It's not worth time on your life for a couple bucks. Money is only good at what you spend on, and also peace of mind is priceless. So fast forward, my grandmother helped me make that decision, and when it came, I was about 18 and some months, I enlisted completely. I finished my process, and now I was in the path of being a United States Airman. However, I was still making a lot of mistakes. I would say I am not nowhere near mature yet, and I'm making the effort, improving every day. However, at that point, I was still focused on having fun, and having fun based on what society from where I grew up taught me was fun. And comparing that to today, my idea of fun is having a couple beers, going fishing, have a nice meal with my wife, go out to eat, go explore Florida, go do some fun things that aren't just about the adrenaline rush of partying and doing just all around negative behavior that feels great in the moment, but when you wake up the next day, you feel like you wasted that time. My fun is stuff that I can talk about and be happy to talk about with my children once I'm 60. And that's my idea of fun now. But, so yes, when I first joined, I was still very, very immature, focused on the wrong things. And I was still on that attitude of, oh, you don't know what I've been through, don't talk to me. And that continued on for a while. And then I've had a lot of good influences, and there's a certain person I met during my tech school. Army calls it AIT, I believe Navy calls it A school, I believe Marines is something else. But basically, my technical training, before I was into my first unit, I met my wife. And we dated for about a year, and I fell in love with this woman. I was still trying to act all tough, all hard, but on the inside, I wanted someone to love. And then she helped me. She helped me realize what positive things can do to your life so much more than any of those quick fixes. Anything that's gonna be real good for you, it's not gonna happen in a day. So she helped me figure that out. And then fast forward, 3 years later, I'm currently coming up on my 2-year wedding anniversary with my wife and getting ready to have a baby. I live in a house provided. So the military, you can opt in to live on base or off base. I love where I live. I'll do a house tour one day maybe, but I live on the water. I can see the ocean from my house. I have a beautiful home, I have a beautiful wife, and I love life now. And I don't think I would have been ever close to being where I am at today if I continued having that mentality of, you don't know what I've been through, so why are you telling me anything? I had a harder life than you, so therefore my negative behavior is excused. It's no good. Life is about focusing on the moment and doing what you can right now to better the future. Because if you hold on to your past, it's kind of like, I don't know some of y'all know what a ruck is. My unit, I have a weird job in the Air Force. It's kind of like a normal Air Force job, but mostly not. But we ruck. And rucking is when you carry a backpack, we call it rucksack, full of items, and it's a collective weight, but it's basically your field bag. And the more you walk with that past weight, it starts to wear you down. So if you hold on to everything you've ever been mad about, sad about, whatever it is, your bag gets bigger and bigger, and it stops you from reaching those hills where the good things are. But then you decide to let go. And when you let go, you see your life will flourish. You'll focus on everything now and everything coming. And nothing's gonna be perfect. But with those skills, you'll be able to handle what's coming to you, process it. Don't freak out about it. If you can't change it, you can't change it. But there are so many things we can all do in our lives now, including myself, that I currently am still trying to master that ability. But doing things in the moment that will make everything else better. Because it's just simply some things we can't change, and that's okay. It's okay to be afraid of change, but as the old saying I remember, it goes something like, having courage is not being absent of fear, it's still doing it. So I was scared to do a lot of things in my life, but I wouldn't be here today if I allowed the fear to guide me. Fear is good sometimes, but if the fear devours you, or you absorb all of the fear and you allow it to dictate what you do or what you don't do, then it becomes a problem. But yeah, I want to keep this video under 10 minutes. I was gonna do a lot of bad things. If I kept on that path, I would have been another what they call statistic. But here I am today. I have so far a very successful marriage. We get better every day. I have a good career in the Air Force. And I am only focused. I like doing fun videos and everything, but the thing I feel like I've been chosen to do in this life is to help everybody else. So if this video reaches at least one person who thinks you can get out of a situation, and I've tried to help my friends back home, but no longer friends because they got involved with the lifestyle and couldn't leave. So if this video could reach out to at least one person who's thinking that their situation's so bad, they have no money, can't do this, I promise you there's ways to get around it. And if this video at least makes it your day 1% better, that makes me very happy. But yeah, that is how I changed my life. It's the fastest way I could ever explain it. If you guys have any experiences, please leave them in the comments. I will respond, and I'm very hopeful to see some positive comments or some comments ready for that change, or questions, how do I get onto that path? But yeah, back then it would have been a statistic, another hood rat, what they call it. Now I'm happier than I've ever been, and none of the things I thought were fun back then are fun anymore. So, love your family, love your friends, and love yourself. Thank you very much for listening. Hope you have a wonderful day, and take care.